Good evening. This is Brian Johnson, and I'm playing with new science projects and gadgets. What's up, Lloyd Fitness? What's up, Tech Ninja? I'm playing with the Einstein ball here. We'll give everybody a few minutes to trickle in, and I'm super enthusiastic to be connecting with each of you tonight. What's up, Pete? I think I got some interesting information for you tonight we'll potentially love. So let's get set up here. Dun, dun, dun. Lights, camera, action. And let's go side profile view here. All right. So welcome, Kamala. So I know there's some new faces on tonight, and then some of my favorite veterans. So how's everyone been so far today on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being amazing. Where are you at today? And 1 being piss poor, and I'm ready to go to bed and hopefully do it all over again and have a different day. I started a little early tonight. I got antsy. Can everyone hear me okay? Volume good? Curious, I'm 1966. Curious M. Welcome. Audio, video good? Awesome. B-Man 03. Welcome. What's up, Lloyd? So we'll get started here in a minute. So question number 7. There he goes. Pete trickling in with a 7. So how was everyone else's day? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being amazing and 1 being I'm ready to go to bed and hopefully start with a new batch tomorrow. All of them are okay. Nine, that's good. 3. What's up, Julie? Hey. 5. So what are you, all right, so for those of you that had less than an 8, what is your one action item tomorrow to boost? Yeah, honesty is always good. I expect nothing but honesty. So what's your one action step to make sure you have a better day tomorrow? Just one thing, one focal point. Hey, Melissa, focus on myself. You always get to focus on yourself. That's important. You get to get you out of the way first. Productivity, get motivated. Awesome. So we're going to talk, actually, it's interestingly enough, we're going to talk about all that stuff today. What's up, Adam? So we're going to go ahead and get rolling. So for those of you, there's a lot of veterans on here, and there's a couple of newbies, and there'll probably be some replay viewers. So just to give a little bit, what's up, bud? Of background, my name is Brian Johnson. I'm grateful for you taking the time to invest it with me in my Periscope training, and we do these often. My slated time is 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you like what you are learning and what I am sharing, block off your week for sure on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. What's up, Dina? So I love to talk about health and wellness. That's where my background is. I've been in the health and wellness field for 31 years. Started when I was 7. So this is just what I do for fun. Welcome. It's good to see you, Dina. And I love to serve, and I love to serve awesome information. So hopefully you'll find something that resonates with you, Tech Ninja. Yeah, and the best thing that you could do to help me out and help your fellow human beings is to share this. Because I never know what's going to happen in the form. I know that miracles always happen on these calls. But I never know who's going to require the information and who it's going to really serve. So if you would please share it, I'd be glad and be honored and be grateful at the same time. So here's what we're going to talk about tonight. I've got 5 points. What's up, Rachel Marie? I've got 5 points that we're going to talk about tonight. And I've been thinking about this all day. And if you didn't catch my LinkedIn article that I wrote and posted, check it out. What's up, Socks Only? It's very valid information for all of us, especially for high-level achievers. If you're looking to connect with me, go to thinkgreatloseweight.com, which is our website. Our Facebook business page is Think Great, Lose Weight. You can connect with all my social media feeds by going onto our website, thinkgreatloseweight.com. Hey, MQK3, that's a tough one to say for a second. Thanks, Lloyd. All right, so here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to go through 5 points. I strategically handpicked, what's up, Pete? Handpicked these because I think that you will find some value in how they are organized and how simple they are. What's up, Morris? Hey, bud. Good to see you, brother. So here we go. Point number 1 out of point number 5. My goal is to always be done by 8:30, so I give you some good, valid information, some good, valuable information, and then we part ways and go and invest the rest of our evening with our family or whatever you're doing the rest of the night. So I'm always open to questions. You are in a safe space in my trainings. You have an amazing group of people that you are collectively grouped with right now. A lot of really good friends, a lot of really good clients, a lot of amazing people on my calls, and they're great supporters and they're great people. So you're in a safe space if you do decide to share something that's personal to you, or you can connect with me one-on-one at thinkgreatloseweight.com, and I'll be glad to serve you lovingly. All right, so here we go. So point number 1, no matter where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do, you need to know where you're trying to go. So number 1 is, what's your desired outcome? Your desired outcome, for example, may be losing some body fat. How much specifically? Maybe it's to go on a vacation. Maybe it's to take some new certifications. Maybe it's to learn some new information to improve the skill set of your trade. Whatever it is, it's most important to understand what the desired outcome or what the end result is. See things from the end and work your way backwards, rather than starting from the beginning with no desired outcome in mind and not knowing where you're going, because it makes your steps on faulty foundation. What's up, Pete? Welcome back. So number 1 is know your desired outcome, okay? I'm jamming some music, change this thing here. There we go. So know your desired outcome. So if you have goals right now and you have one specifically that you are attempting to lose, what's up, Jeff, or to complete, write it down. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Step number 2, this is the most important part. You can determine the quality of your future by the current status of your habits. Your habits is what makes your life, and mine included. The most important thing to do is to analyze what your end result is. Say, okay, I'm trying to drop 20 pounds of body fat. So what are the habits that are going to be necessary for me to do that? Well, first off, it's going to be about my food. It means I need to understand what my macronutrients are, which means my proteins, my carbs, and my fat. I need to make sure I have my food with me so I can be successful by eating it. Reverse engineer, that's right. I need to make sure that I understand who are my accountability partners, who are my accountability pieces that can help me to be successful, that can help me to stay on track. Coaches, friends, family, social media. Putting your goal out to social media land also holds you to a different commitment standard. Looks like I get to do that. Body language. So, who are your people in your corner? Number 1, understanding where you're going, what's your end result. Number 2, what habits are going to be necessary to achieve that? And we're going to talk about micro habits and breaking them down on how you can create habits and how you can have sustainability and accountability, all of that. So we're just going through baseline outline right now. Number 3, establish micro habits. For example, a micro habit could be this. So say, for example, I'm looking to lose 20 pounds of body fat, right? A micro habit for me may be doing 50 crunches a day or 100 crunches a day. Or maybe let's just start with 10 crunches a day. A micro habit is something that's easy to not do and it's very easy to do. Your objective here is to create a habit that you will duplicate and you will do and hold yourself accountable. But most importantly, all we're doing with a micro habit is we are developing momentum. We're developing momentum so that we can have bigger habits and form momentum to get some baseline going. Okay? What's up, Anitra? So number 4, we're going to talk about a master schedule. The key to life is following a schedule. Mastering yourself is a challenge always, and we can always help ourselves to follow our schedule. Put it in your schedule. If it's working out, if it's learning new information, if it's reading new books, whatever it may be, put them in your schedule. And we're going to talk about all of it. What's up, C Young? And we'll talk about some different options that you can do. Okay, I'm just cruising through these pretty fast so we can open up the floor for questions. Now, number 5, accountability. Whether it's with a partner, I already said about social media. One of the things, what's up, Johnson? Welcome back. One of the things that, I think I sent you an email last night with that information you requested, Johnson. Just respond back to me and let me know what questions you have. Chime is an application that I use on my phone that has an alarm that goes off every hour. I'll ask myself every hour, yes. Every hour, you're welcome. I have an alarm that goes off where I run through a certain memorized schedule of things. And I'm going to share this with you, okay? One of the acronyms that I use, so I have a system in place, is called ABRA. A-B-R-R-A. Here's what it stands for. Every hour my alarm goes off. This is how I realign. The first A is acknowledge. Meaning, am I having some things going on mentally that I'm holding on to, or that I find myself thinking a lot that may be making me feel bad versus making me feel good? There's 2 energies in the world. One makes you feel good, one makes you feel bad. Steer clear as much as possible from the one that makes you feel bad, and embrace and make decisions based off the one that helps you to feel better legally. Okay? So you have ABRA. A is acknowledge. B is breathe. If you're breathing from your chest, that means you're in fight or flight. If you're breathing from your stomach, that means that you are in thriving. At any point in the day, you can check your breathing. Am I breathing from my chest? Am I breathing from my stomach? Oh, all right, I'm breathing from my chest. Well, that means I'm in fight or flight. All right. Breathe down into your stomach. Okay, so far we have acknowledge. 2, we have breathe. 3, we have, hold on. It's either realign or, I put 2 R's in there. I choose to remember. I'll get it in a second. The second one, how about this? We'll go to the second one first. The second R is realign. Release. Yeah, there you go. Mind play. So acknowledge, breathe, release, realign, and appreciate. I'm going to go back through them one more time. This is the system that I use every hour when my alarm goes off to figure out where I'm functioning. First thing is acknowledge. Pay attention to what's going on in my body, whether I have tightness in my chest, my throat, whatever thoughts are going on that may not be serving me. Just recognize and acknowledge. Breathe down into my stomach. Release. As you're breathing, exhale the negative thoughts out, and then realign, reconnect with yourself. And then the last one is appreciate. Be thankful and give appreciation and gratitude for the experience, because that's your perfect feedback. And the more you can practice gratitude and appreciation, the higher your emotional vibration will function, which means you will feel better on a consistent basis. Therefore, you will also attract people, places, circumstances, situations, and events that match the feeling of feeling good. So you will have more of those experiences. Everything in our universe is energy. Everything is energy, from the chair you're sitting on to the ball I'm sitting on to the air I'm breathing to my body to my skin to my computer. It's all energy. It just vibrates. Some of it vibrates at a very slow pace and others vibrate at a really fast pace. Everything is energy, and like attracts like. So if you feel bad and you're putting off bad vibes, you're going to get a situation, a car wreck, a broken muscle, a flat tire, I don't know, more things that exist in that type of a feeling world. That's what you're going to pull into your system or to your experience. Okay? Very important. Very important. That way, now from I know everyone on this call doesn't fall in this category, and every one of you is a conscious creator. There are no victims on this phone call. A victim is someone where life happens to me, like poor me. I get all these bills and nobody loves me. It's not like that. Okay? So, any questions on what I discussed so far? If not, or open it up for questions and feedback and other topics of conversation if you choose. I just thought that if you desire to have some systematic points on how to show up and be effective, getting clear on what your outcome is. 2, paying attention to see what habits are going to be necessary, because ultimately the quality of your life is going to be indicative of the quality and the type of your habits. 3, establish a micro habit to get the momentum going so you actually can be present and fully committed to your outcome. Awesome. 4, master schedule, meaning go through your phone or your calendar, wherever you have a schedule, and put your events down. Maybe it's your working out. Put your workout down 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, okay? And then maybe you have business calls, or you have business lunches, or you have family time. All of that stuff goes in your schedule, so that way your subconscious mind can relax. It knows it's not forgetting anything. And that means, since it's not being deterred over here, balancing not forgetting things, now it can be fully conscious and present and fully aligned with the task that you're doing in front of you for full power. Okay? And number 5, get an accountability partner. Maybe multiple ones. Get systems in place that help you to be successful and help you to be effective. Chime is the alarm that I use on my phone that goes off every hour. I have a lady that says, it's 7 o'clock or it's 8 o'clock, whatever. What she does is she breaks me out of my pattern. So I zone back in and pay attention and see what I'm doing. All right. Any questions on that? What's up, Chris? Welcome back. Anything strike you interesting, usable, any of that? And the floor is open at this moment in our juncture. Questions going. 10, 9. Any questions or about this subject? Either one. Whatever you prefer, my friend. I'm here for you. Tech Ninja. Are HCG drops safe? Well, first off, I'm not a doctor. Yes, Chime is an app, Morris. I'm not a doctor, Anitra, so for me to give you that type of advice, I get to give you warnings first. I'm not really sure because I have not done a lot of that information. I seem to have all this new information acquired, and it seems as if though when the bleep hits the fan, I can forget my education. Yeah, that's because it's not subconscious competent yet, which means you know it consciously. It's not a part of your normal operating procedure yet, which means you get more hours to invest. I have a significant amount of hours invested, and still sometimes when my emotions get higher, I forget the things that I should know. So it takes some time, my brother. Just keep plugging away. And less stress. Yeah. Better management of your stress tools and tactics. So hey, I have something for you. I think you'll find this very helpful. So whenever you're having a discussion, and I would say a heated discussion, not an argument, a discussion. Whenever we start the sentence with, well, when you did this and you did that. Yeah. When you do this and you do that, automatically when we start the sentence with the word you, we're automatically being a victim. Automatically starting off being a victim. Instead, here's something I'll encourage you to try out. This is amazing, okay? So I'm going to say for example, Tech Ninja, my awesome tech guy that helps me with all my amazing stuff. He's on the call right now. So let's just say for hypothetical examples, him and I were irritated at each other. And I would say, damn it, Mark, when you do that, it pisses me off. And I love you. Automatically, I'm being a victim. So instead, what I could say instead of that and say, hey, you know what, Mark? I notice that I feel sad or I feel anger when you do that. What I've just done is taken full responsibility for my feelings and actions rather than pushing my feelings off on him and blaming or putting him in a position to where he feels defensive. I can tell you that that alone has made a massive difference in my ability to connect with my significant other and to be fully responsible for Brian and just show up honoring Brian's feelings and not pushing my feelings on anyone else. Does that make sense? I know Morris, hey brother, repeat your question. I didn't get a chance to read it. Communication tools are so vastly important. Vastly important. That will dramatically change the dynamics of your relationships for sure, without a doubt. I have another one for you. I'm going to share this with you. So you've probably all, I'm going to go ahead and assume that would be making an ass out of you and me. And here's what I'm going to assume. You've probably all heard the saying about that Einstein says that we can never solve a problem. Yes. Einstein says we can never solve a problem in the same state that we created it in. Okay? Everyone agree on that? We can never solve a problem in the same state that we created it in. With that being said, here's something funny that one of my coaches, Chris Stubbs, he's amazing. He's on Facebook. He's just a really genuine dude, and I really love him. I love him to life, not love him to death. And this is amazing. So what he did, he goes, all right, everybody, you're going to have a practice. He goes, what you're going to do is you're going to stand up, and you're going to hold your tongue, and you're going to jump on one foot, and you're going to talk about your problem to your partner. And you can't do that without laughing. I don't care who you are. The whole purpose of that is that when I was able to express myself, holding my tongue and jumping on one leg completely changed my state. It also allowed me to laugh, which took me out of that moment of being highly irritated. And it changed the whole dynamics of the conversation to where now we could look at it from a higher state of consciousness, not being in the same rut as we were before. It sounds crazy, but for example, it may just be jumping on one foot and doing the chicken dance and saying, hey, you know what? When you did that, it really pissed me off. Either way, you're totally taking full responsibility and ownership of your feelings, and you are implementing a skill or a tactic to change your state so that you can also change the state or the condition of the discussion or potentially argument. Very valuable. This is one of those things like Chris just said, just making sure that you are aware when to use it. Like maybe have a note section in your phone so you condition yourself when you're in an argument. All right, bust out my phone. What's a tool or a tactic I can use right now to change my state so I can change where this discussion is going? Yeah, you're welcome. So that's a really cool one. I really like that. And I choose and I commit to remembering that as an option the next time I get into a discussion. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't practice these things on a consistent basis until you are subconsciously competent, which means that by the time you're in a discussion, you're already making the adjustments and implementing the tactic or the skill set because your subconscious is already dialed down and understands what gets to happen before you're even consciously aware that that's what it was doing. And by the time you're consciously aware, you're already implementing the tool or the tactic. That's subconsciously competent. That is a high state and a high degree of functionality. That's what you call the Jedi. Yoda didn't even know that, dude. Awesome. Anyone have any questions? If not, we'll call it a night. Short and sweet. You got some really good relationship tools. I highly encourage you to go back and listen to this because it has very valuable information. Write down those tactics that I invested in sharing with you and apathy. I choose to make this fun and easy. Maybe even some sorrow. I love my sorrow into my joy. And I give myself permission to move forward. So remember those tools, because those will dramatically change your relationship. How do you think your partner's going to know? How have you passed this on to your kid? By passing it myself first and just being able to practice it. You're welcome, Rachel. I want my boys to have the mental tools. That means that you must have the mental tools. Put your oxygen mask on first. Others lead by example. More is caught than taught. I'll repeat that. More is caught than taught. All right, so check it out. Everybody make your hand sign like this. Okay? Put this on your chin. Okay, how many of you have this thing right here on your face just like I just did this? We're playing a game. You put it on your chin. Oh, it's funny. Me. So the whole point of that is like more is caught than taught. Our kids are going to learn and pick up. Our kids are going to learn and pick up what we do. So if you're implementing tools and tactics that serve the greater good of them, their subconscious is going to know, and you're going to get to execute them and share this wisdom and information. It's up to you and me to resurrect our planet, not our leaders. Our leaders mostly don't understand what it is that I'm sharing with you now. They may, and it's probably arguable. Either way, just use the information and just share it with your family and bless them, because this will enrich their lives. And if we can find better ways to communicate through disagreements, there's less divorce, there's less just negativity, less resentment, there's less all kinds of stuff, more love, joy, and enthusiasm. That's ultimately where we're heading, at least on this call. So that's all I got. Have an awesome night. I'm grateful for each of you. And remember, put it on your chin. Have an awesome night. If there's anything I could do to support you, connect with me on thinkgreatloseweight.com. And have an amazing night. More than likely, I'll probably be back tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I will figure out, Julie, I will figure out what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I think we're going to start getting into more foods tomorrow, change it up a little bit. Either way, I'll have something special set aside for you. So have an awesome night. Remember, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye, Rachel.